Some see. Alright, guys, here we go. Journey to the Center of the Earth, Chapter 4, Part 3. Fear nothing. We shall overcome these and many other difficulties. Besides, as we approach the center, I expect to find it luminous. Nothing is impossible. And now that we have come to a thorough understanding, not a word to any living soul. Our success depends on secrecy and dispatch. Thus ended our memorial conference, which roused a perfect fever in me. Leaving my uncle, I went forth like one possessed. Reaching the banks of the Elbe, I began to think. Was all I had heard really and truly possible? Was my uncle in his sober senses? And could the interior of the earth be reached? Was I the victim of a madman? Or was he a discoverer of rare courage and grandeur of conception? To a certain extent, I was anxious to be off. I was afraid my enthusiasm would cool. I determined to pack up at once. At the end of an hour, however, on my way home, I found that my feelings had very much changed. "I'm all abroad," I cried. "'Tis a nightmare. I must have dreamed it." At this moment I came face to face with Gretchen, whom I warmly embraced. "So, you have come to meet me," she said. "How good of you. But what is the matter?" Well, it was no use mincing the matter. I told her all. She listened with awe, and for some minutes she could not speak. "Well?" I at last said, rather anxiously. "What a magnificent journey! If I were only a man! A journey worthy of the nephew of Professor Hardwigg. I should look upon it as an honor to occupy him. My dear Gretchen, I thought you would be the first to cry out against this mad enterprise." "No, on the contrary, I glory in it. It is magnificent, splendid, an idea worthy of my father. Henry Larson, I envy you." This was, as it were, conclusive, the final blow of all. When we entered the house, we found my uncle surrounded by workmen and porters who were packing up. He was pulling and hauling at a bell. "Where have you been wasting your time? Your portmanteau is not packed. My papers are not in order. The precious tailor has not brought my clothes, nor my gaiters. The key of my carpet-bag is gone." I looked at him stupefied, and still he tugged away at the bell. "We are really off, then?" I said. "Yes, of course. And you let go out for a stroll? Unfortunate boy." "And when do we go?" "The day after tomorrow, at daybreak." I heard no more, but darted off to my little bedchamber and locked myself in. There was no doubt about it. My uncle had been hard at work all the afternoon. The garden was full of ropes, rope ladders, torches, gourds, iron clamps, crowbars, alpenstocks, and pickaxes, although enough to load 10 men. I passed a terrible night. I was called early the next day to learn the resolution of my uncle was unchanged and irrevocable. I also found my cousin and affianced wife as warm on the subject as was her father. Next day, at 5 o'clock in the morning, the post-chaise was at the door. Gretchen and the old cook received the keys of the house, and, scarcely pausing to wish anyone goodbye, we started on our adventures, journeyed into the center of the earth. Wow, that's the end of chapter 4, guys. And just like that, we're off on our journey to the center of the earth. Well, coming up next, first lessons in climbing. Well, that doesn't sound good. But looks like the kitties got it all under wraps. All right, I'll Just kind of, oh boy, way to go, Frodo. Whenever one of them wipes out, there's always one there to jump on top to make sure they, landed right. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Next, we got chapter 5 coming up. Pretty gripping stuff. And there you go. Wow. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Some see, some see, some see, some see. Okay, Rosie. You do your thing. I did mine. You do yours. Chill, baby. Bye.